Hi, I'm Maria. My mom Cheryl is going to demonstrate how to make a pincushion. It's very easy and quick to make, so here's my mom.
Hi, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. This pincushion requires very little. It's really fast. You'll be done in just a few minutes. So all you need are two 4.5-inch squares, a decorative button, a very large needle with either carpet thread or embroidery thread like this DMC, and you'll also need Polyfil stuffing. Take your two squares and bring them front side together and line up all of your edges. Then you're going to stitch around all four sides, except you're going to leave an opening here about 1.5 inches wide. So make sure you do a few back stitches back and forth, stitch down to this corner. And remember, always at all your corners, it's easier if you leave your needle down, lift up that presser foot, turn it, and continue stitching down. Do that at all four corners. Then when you come back around to your last side, stop about 1.5 inches from this side. Do a few stitches back and forth. Then you're going to take a pair of scissors and trim some of the fabric off at all four corners. Then at the opening, fold the opening back, the edges, and finger press it, flip it over, and do the same thing on the other side. Then reach inside that opening and turn it front side out. Once you get it turned front side out, take something like maybe the end of a pencil and begin poking at those corners to get them to come out as pointed as possible. Then take your Polyfil stuffing, and when you pull it out of the bag, break it up into small pieces. Then take a small amount and wad it up, and then you're going to stick it inside of this opening here. Always fill your corners in first. Now inside of your Polyfil bag is usually a stick that's used for helping you push it into awkward places. If you don't have a stick, use the pencil end, the eraser end, and push that Polyfil into all four corners first, then continue stuffing it and filling in the rest. Now you will use a lot of Polyfil, probably a lot more than you think will go in there. Then at the opening, you want to use regular thread and a regular size needle and do a ladder stitch to close up that opening. Now if you don't know how to do a ladder stitch, at the very end of this video is a link that you can click on that will show you how to do it. Just a short little video, and it explains in detail. Once you've got it done, put your needle back in. I'm going to turn it so I can see. Back in where you left off. You want to make sure you tie it off at the end a few times. Go back and forth. Then poke that needle back in. Push it way out. Whoops, almost lost it. To where it comes out somewhere else. Pull it through, and then with a pair of scissors, cut it and just kind of mush it around a little bit, and then you won't have any threads sticking out. To put the button on, get your large needle and put on either the carpet thread or the embroidery thread. Make sure you put a large knot at the end of the thread. Now on my pincushion, I've marked a center here on the top. Took a little pencil and just put a mark there in the center, a little dot, and I've also got one here. So what I usually like to do so that your fabric does not tear, I want to do just a tiny little stitch right here. Okay, pull it through. Then come back down, almost like you're sewing on a button, and go straight down. You can see why you need a large needle. And look for that center hole. And then pull it up. Okay, now you're not going to go back down in the same spot. Just go over like a little 1/8 of an inch, like you're tacking on something really small, and go straight down again. Try to come back up through the same area. I'm sorry if you can't see very well, but it's hard to lean over and do this. And look for it. Almost got it. Almost there. Well, darn it. And there we go. Push it back up and pull it really tight. Now you're going to want to do this 3 or 4 times before you put the button on. After you've gone through the pincushion 3 or 4 times, now you're going to attach your button. Now you can do just the button and you can see how cute that would look with just the button. But there are other little items you can put on it. For instance, in some of the trims that are sold in your craft stores, you will find these little felt buttons, and these are made by Favorite Findings big bag of buttons, and you have an assortment of these that are made by felt. There's even a little round orange one in there. These are a lot of fun to use. So you could, for instance, tack on this big purple one and then tack your bow on top of that. That looks really cute. Or if you want to take the time, you can make a yo-yo and put that on with the button. Now, if you don't know how to make your yo-yo, then click on the link at the end of the video and it'll show you how to make that yo-yo. I've decided to use the button, just the button, and go ahead and insert the button on using your needle, and then go back down through the center again, turn it over and make sure you're coming right through there, and pull it through. Check on top to make sure it looks okay, and then go back down through the center again, and you're going to have to kind of pull that button up just a little bit so that you can see, and then go underneath the button and insert your needle through and come out. Okay, sorry, my hand doesn't close, so it's kind of hard to do this with one hand. And then do this a few times, okay? Whoops. After you've done it a few times, then go through the pincushion again, okay? Go all the way through, come out somewhere, it doesn't matter where you come out, pull it out with your scissors, clip it, kind of move it around, and voila, you're all done. Isn't this cute? This makes a nice little gift for someone. Maybe someone you know is just getting started sewing, and this would be really cute to put by their sewing machine. Also, it's a great way to start making over your sewing area just a little bit. Now, if you like this video, click on thumbs up, and then click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then click on that red button down there in the lower right hand corner. Enter your email address and click on the little bell so you'll receive future email notifications about my latest videos. I'm Cheryl. So glad you came to my sewing room. See you next time. Bye for now, and don't forget, happy sewing!